All right, guys. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what I like to call, and Judy referred to so smartly a minute ago, as my 2-minute stretch that kind of gets everything in your body moving in every direction. And this is something that came from, kind of adapted from a place that I used to teach at called the Gray Institute in Michigan. And it's a full body movement assessment tool that we use, but then we kind of tweak it to do lots of other things too. But I believe in it so much, I do it every morning before I do anything else. Can you guys still hear me okay now that I've backed away?
Yep.
Okay, great. So, of course, feel free if you ladies want to get up and do this with me, or just watch, and you'll of course have this video too. But the idea is that we're going to be, I'm going to use the same foot. I'm going to do 3 different directions with the same foot, and then we're going to switch feet. And we do this a lot in class, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm just going to do 3 or 4 repetitions of each of these steps and arm drivers, and then we can of course do it together if we want to do it together. But all we're going to do is take this foot here, we're going to step forward and we're going to reach up, and we're going to step backward and we're going to reach down. And the great thing about this is, whenever I'm looking at this for anyone to like see why they're having pain or why something just isn't feeling right, is I'm looking at the side that isn't moving. So I'm looking at this leg here that's not moving, so that I can see, are there any restrictions there? Do people start to turn their foot out? Do they kind of side bend to get out of that? So we're looking at straight planes here. We're looking at all of this nice hip flexors and the abdominals and posturally, how much you can pick your spine up. And then when you come back and reach down, I'm looking at what that feels like back here to people. It's often a really big pullback here in the hamstrings. So that's the idea. So we'll just do 3 here. Forward and back. Forward and back. I'll do 1 more like that. Forward and back. Then we're going to take that same leg. We're going to have our hands like this. We're going to go off to the side and reach up. And if you can kind of picture from this hand here, this line that you see, all the way down from this leg and up here, that is a big stretch to our muscles and all these lines of fascia that we have. So if we're only trying to do our legs and not our arms and kind of trying to separate everything, then we don't get it all working together like it needs to work together to keep our balance and keep everything working. So here we're going to go like this, and then we're going to cross it over and reach up like that. That's the same thing, that big line along this side of my body now. So we're really hitting with these 2 moves that I just showed you, the forward and back and the side to side. We've hit the whole front side of the body, we've hit the whole back side of the body, we've hit the inner thigh, the abdominals, and the everything on the outside. Then lastly, we're going to take and open up like this and come around like this. Open right up and come back around. And so now, getting a big, same idea, because we're stepping and reaching at the same time, we're integrating rather than isolating. And I think that's the best way to do it. And so I was going to talk about this anyway today because I wanted to talk about neck and shoulder pain. And believe it or not, these global movements are some of the best things you can do for your neck and shoulder pain, because the reason that we start to get that neck and shoulder pain is usually because we're down like this, or we're down like this, cooking, we're gardening, we're doing all these things like that. So if we only try to move the head and neck around or the shoulders around and we're still kind of down in this position, it doesn't help. We have to get everything else helping to make that shoulder and neck feel better. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So then let's just do the other side. So just as a reminder, we're going to go forward and back. It's so easy to do this. first thing in the morning. Once you learn the motions, this is like my favorite wake up, okay? Then we're gonna go side to side. I'm gonna step off to the side, reach up. I'm gonna cross over and reach up. Step off to the side, reach up, cross over and reach up. That's it. Then lastly, again, the same leg. Just gonna open it up and turn, come back around and turn. And really, if you do, that was only 3 repetitions. If I had gone through and not been talking my head off there, 3 repetitions of the forward and back, the side to side, and the rotation on each side might take you 2 minutes. But it's a well spent 2 minutes for your whole body. Yeah.
Now, Robin, could you use weights?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt, yeah. Doing it with weights, then you start to get into more, well, strength and stability of the core. So all those movements that you're doing, if I'm having to stop these weights from going back and bringing that down, then yeah, then we're building strength where we're finding new mobility, which is one of the keys to moving better, feeling better, is that like in class, we're doing all these things to increase our mobility throughout our body. And then, I know you guys feel it, we're doing a lot of the similar motions with weights or with body or against the wall. Because if we don't strengthen the new places where we're more flexible and more mobile, our body doesn't know how to use it.
Right. Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. I feel it.
Good. Yeah. And you know, you can change the speed of all of these things. You can change the depth of what you're doing. There's all these variables that we use in class. But really, those 3 foundational movements are pretty much what I build everything off of. Whether it's balance or we're tweaking the speed or we're trying to strengthen or we're trying to get better coordination. But I have never seen an assessment or a pattern. There isn't anything out there that hits everything the way that that does. And I feel pretty comfortable saying that because I've looked for a long time. And that's the one that hits everything that makes sense to me in helping people move better and feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Good.
Yeah. I like that.
Thank you, Robin. Yeah, that was,
Thank you.
Any
needed
other
reminding.
thoughts or questions?
No, but
I don't. Go ahead, Madeline.
no,
Sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I don't have any.
No, I didn't have a question. I mean, I was looking for something quick that I could do in between, you know, on the days we don't have class.
Yep.
I mean, I'll do more from some of the other videos, but if nothing else, I could just do this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have, I can put a separate video up on our new platform that has just that in it.
That would be great. That would be great.
2 minutes. Does that sound good?
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Great.
Perfect.
And I know at one point you had a 6-minute one too.
Mm-hmm.
So 2,
Yeah.
6, and 10.
That's right. You know, I like simple things, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
it goes with your snacking philosophy of exercise.
Mm-hmm.
A little larger snack sometimes we have time for.
Sometimes you just need a big snack. Sometimes you need a little snack. But
Right.
yeah, like, yeah, what Judy's referring to there is that is something I talk to pretty much every person I see about, is that if you think of it like, you know, it's great to get maybe 30 minutes of exercise in a day, but I think it's even better that's kind of like if you're going on a diet and you only eat one healthy meal a day and the rest of the day you're eating the junk or not, you know, that's not going to help your diet, right? So the same thing with exercise and movement. I think only one meal of it, even though it might be 30 minutes or 60 minutes, it doesn't nourish your body the way that it could if you did 3 minutes here or 2 minutes there or 10 minutes here, and you sprinkle it throughout the day. And then your body really starts to, it increases your blood flow. It increases the synovial fluid in your joints. It helps with your posture. Like, it just, there's nothing bad that can, unless some random thing happens. It's just, there's hardly any downside to just sprinkling a little bit of movement, purposeful movement into your day.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No.
No, I'm just looking forward to seeing the new.
Yeah.
Let's take a peek at it right now. How about that? If you guys have a minute.
I do.
Good. And then I'll.
Yeah. I have to jump off at 12:30, but I think we have time.
I think we got time. No problem. All right. So let me go here. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So what this is going to look like. So this is like the sort of inside of this. Hang on. So you guys are gonna, this will hopefully become a familiar looking screen to you. Okay. So you'll have a library, and I think that maybe, I don't know if you guys had signed up for all the 10 and 10s where I have all those in one place.
Yeah.
This is the same login for that, and I will send you a reminder about that. But this is what our new thing is going to look like. So you can see all along the left-hand side here is basically like your menu.
Ah, okay.
So we'll have, I did a little welcome video that you can play there, just to talk about what this, how to use this and what this is. Then you jump right over here, and I divided it by the months. So in July, if you click on that, then you can see, you could just go and join the classes right from here if you wanted to. I'll still send you the email reminder of the classes in the morning, but if you want to try Amanda's class at 10, you click that and you get linked right up to the class. You can join my classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays right from here. You can join Nicole Method's class right from here. Britt, Judy, you know Britt Capiello. She's going to start opening up one of her classes to the home team. So you could even join one of Britt's classes. So we're going to keep adding, and I've talked to some other practitioners, but I just didn't want to have too much until we started to get this rolling a little bit and make sure that it works smoothly. So then over here on the sideline again, all these are clickable. So every word you see over here is clickable. If you wanted to repeat one of the workouts, or you missed the class or whatever that day. So this is yesterday's workout that we did right here. So all you have to do is hit it, and it's right there.
Right.
All right, we're rolling.
Okay.
So Robin, when you click on, or when you get on, will this be what comes up, or will it be that first that you showed with the white-haired lady with the short white hair?
It'll probably, that is such a good question. I think it'll go to the library of the lady with the short hair doing this thing. And then you would have, if you have done all the 10 and 10s, if you've signed up for that, which I think both of you probably have.
I can't remember.
Anyway, you would have you could click on that and you could see all the 10 and 10s. But what you'll want to do for this is find the home team. So
Yeah, so there was something up in the corner I think I clicked on.
let's
And
see.
when I got that, yes,
Go back
something.
here. So this would be your stuff, basically. And you're not going to see this BFit home. That's not ready yet. If you've done the 5-day challenge, because this is my administrative screen,
Okay.
you've done that, which you did, Judy. So you would be able to look at that again if you wanted to. The home team is where all of our stuff is going to live. And then I add to the 10 and 10 collection every week. I add a new one onto that.
So how would I get them to where it's all logged? I mean, it's all down on the left-hand side.
You got it. So you just click this anywhere here, the home team. You can click check it out. You can just click anywhere along that thing.
Okay.
And then that's going to take you to your dashboard, basically.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That's great. It looks
All
great.
along this side here, or you see this thing here. If you go to modules, then you can also see it broken down like that. So the welcome stuff, everything that happened in July. I actually loaded all of the workouts that we did in June and May in here too. So there's enough for anybody to do if they're so inclined.
Good.
Right.
So if you click on the July, that's another way to do it. So you can get all of your links to log into classes. You can get all of your on-demand workouts.
Great.
The office hours, you can get right into the office hours from here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the link, which is the same link I use for everything. But you can join from here if I think once we get used to using this, it'll be easy. And here's another thing. If you have a question that you want to submit in advance, or if you have something you want me to talk about, you can fill this out. What topics would you most like to cover during the office hours this month? So I just gave some choices, and you can click any of those choices that you might like. So how to get rid of aches and pains, what can I do about arthritis? I just threw some different things on here. So you can submit, I have to change that because that's not dark enough. And I think I also made it, here. I have something specific. So you could type anything in here that you might want to make sure that I cover if you have something that pops up.
That's great, because I was going to see if I could ask you before today's session about the 2-minute work. So this is good to know.
You can use this. If you forget about this, just text me or email me and say, hey, can you talk about this week? And I'll be happy to do that.
Yeah.
Or tell me at the end of class or whatever.
And texting you, what do we text? Because I don't know if I've ever texted you, Robin.
207 557 3493.
3493. Okay, and for email, it's Robin Dufour.
I have a few, but right here on our home screen here, robin@bfitcompany.com.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I'll probably put my cell number here too. You guys, you could text that.
Okay.
Okay. So
thank you.
Thank you, Robin. I have to go. I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem. Oh yeah, it's about 28. We went longer than I thought. Okay.
No.
All right.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
Both of you.
You
Okay.
too.
Thank you, Madam.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Thanks, Robin.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was great. And
So what do you think, Judy? You think this is going to work for us?
I think so. I didn't know it when because I was trying to get onto you this morning or figure it out. And somehow on my calendar, you come up with all the links for the home office. It's just, nobody else does that, but suddenly you appeared there. I mean, all this information. So I just clicked on that, and
Okay.
then it came, but then I didn't see, because I did it a little early.
Okay,
And
yeah,
then-
I'm sorry.
And then,
I was
that's
late.
all right. And then Madeline came on. So
Okay.
anyway,
I'm
but
glad
now,
you stuck around.
yeah, me too. Okay, well, this is great, and just what I wanted to know.
Good. Okay
Yeah.
then. Excellent.
Okay, so good. Thanks for doing all this work. It's really terrific.
Oh,
And
you're
I think,
welcome.
I mean, much more user friendly.
I think
So
so
you-
too.
Yeah.
I'm
So
glad.
you have a good weekend, Robin.
You too, Judy. All right.
Thanks again, and thanks again for yesterday. It was terrific.
You're welcome. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.